go, Talia,
Okay, all right. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming out. My name is Talia Clay, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm in kind of a bad mood tonight. Yeah, I'm not really having a good time. Well, it's just today is the anniversary of the death of my very first pet. Yeah, my very first pet was a pet moth. His name was Motholomew. And when he died, I held a candlelit vigil for his family. What a disaster. We cremated the whole family that day. We lost them all, man. And Bartholomew, when he died, he always wanted me to scatter his ashes out over the Grand Canyon. And so I did that, you know. I went to the Grand Canyon and I threw his ashes out, but as soon as his ashes left my hands, a gust of wind picked up the ashes and blew them right into the face of a small child. Which is what he would have wanted. He was a pedophile. And I'm glad he's dead. I am. Anyway, I'll tell you guys a bit about myself. I'm trans. I'm a trans woman. All right, gonna be honest, was not expecting to get that reaction from the comedy bar. Great. Fantastic. If anybody's not cool with that, feel free to use the bathroom. I will, however, be in whichever one makes you the most upset. But I will be in there, but I don't know. I am a trans woman, and guys, it is a rough time to be a trans woman, you know? Really a trans person in general, you know? Because, like, a lot of people, like, really don't understand trans people, you know? Like, a lot of people are just really confused by us, you know? Like, I will still get asked, like, really weird and offensive questions, like, about being trans. Like, the other night, I was doing a show, right? And this woman comes up to me afterwards, and she's like, "So, Talia, do you see yourself as a woman in a man's body?" And I got really offended by that because I see myself as a woman who's been in many men's bodies. Huh? Come on. Anybody? Huh? Come on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, you guys together? She was really excited to high five me. Lucky man. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. Now that's someone who's getting fucked right. That's... You take good care of them. All right. No, that's a joke. I like the women. I like ladies. I am a lesbian myself. I like it. And I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of weird, like, being like a trans woman and like being like interested in women, you know, because like when I first started transitioning, I kind of went overboard with like the femininity, you know, like I started dressing like super duper ultra feminine, but I didn't really know what I was doing with like fashion or makeup or anything. And so people kind of just thought I was like a gay man. And I was like, okay, well, how can I fix this? How can I dress in a way that is feminine, but also in a way that lets women know that I'm attracted to them? And I was like, I've got it. I will dress like a butch lesbian. And then I just looked like a straight man again. I don't know. I think I figured it out, though. I had to give up a lot to be trans, you know. I really did. Like, my life, in a lot of ways, has kind of gotten worse since, like, transitioning. Mostly, like, socially. Like, internally, I feel amazing. But, like, guys, like, I'm half white and half black. But before I transitioned and, like, my hair was really short, I used to be able to pass as a white man. I used to be able to be a white man. I gave that up. I gave that up to be who I am. And I know that I used to be able to pass as a white man because there were times where I would get pulled over by a cop when I was driving, and the cop would walk right up to my window and then say into like his little like collar walkie-talkie, "Oh, we got a white man here?" And my shoulders would relax. I was like, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna survive this one. Oh my God. And then he would look at me and just be like, "Sir, do you know how fast you were going?" I'd be like, "Nope, sure don't, officer. I'm just a good old simple country boy. Good old white country boy. White, simple, dirt road tractor. I love you." And then the cop would be like, "I love you too. Have a good night." And then it was amazing. And I gave that up. And now when I get pulled over, well, now I don't get pulled over because I can't afford a car. And it was I gave it all up. I gave it all up for this. I don't know. I will tell you guys this though. More than my body, than like my appearance and the way the world's treated me, the thing that has changed the most about my life is my jokes. Like, I don't do the same kind of jokes I used to, you know? Like, my jokes used to be a lot more like, "Hey, isn't milk weird? Cheese," you know? And now my jokes are a lot more like, "Hey, help. Please, God." It's just a lot different, you know, and like, cause like, I don't know, there are a lot of people who just like, you know, like really, really fucking hate trans women. There's a lot of them out there. Like I do comedy, I perform on different stages, I travel around, I post sketches online and stuff, and I've actually had a few people ask me like, why I feel so comfortable like being so out and loud and proud about being transgender. And honest to God, the real reason is, when I lived in Missouri, I used to get booked like just for being black. And then I moved to Chicago and I was like, I need something else. They got real black people here. I need to add a different kind of diversity to get that DEI. Because like I feel more comfortable in my femininity than I do in my blackness, you know? I'm like the kind of black person where like if a white person's trying to be racist, they're like, "Oh, well, it's fine, I have a black friend. I'm the black friend," you know? Like that's, it's like, baby, you can't say the N-word because I can't say the N-word. We can't do that. Okay. I don't know. Before I get out of here, I will tell you guys this. I have reached the stage of my transition, the stage of womanhood, where men have started being weird to me. Has this happened to anyone else in here? Has anyone in here ever had a man be like weird? Or off-putting, or gross, or threatening in any way? It's a shared experience. Yeah, this has started happening to me, dude, and it's so weird. Like, and it's always confusing. Men are so confusing. I don't get it. Like, I got sexually harassed by a homeless man the other day. I did, and I was more confused than I was threatened, you know? So here's like what happened. So this homeless man walks up to me, and he asked me if I had any change, and I did. I gave him like $5, and he takes my $5, and then he looks at me and does this. He's like, "Why don't you shake that money maker for me, huh?" And I was confused. I was like, "You want me to shake my money maker for you? Are you gonna give me my $5 back?" That is the most demeaning way I've ever broken even. All right. My name's Talia Clay. Thanks for coming.